Prohibition, aka the rise and fall and rise of alcohol, in a nutshell. That is today's segment of Roaring Through the 1920s with Mr. Jones. Our standard is US 37, and the objective lines up exactly with that standard. I can describe the impacts of Prohibition on American society. So, what is Prohibition? The temperance movement was in full swing in the early 1900s. The prevailing argument: alcohol was breaking up homes. Men were cheating on their wives or becoming abusive, and all because of alcohol. It had to go. In 1917, Congress passed the 18th Amendment and, boom, made the production, transport, and sale of alcohol illegal, but not the consumption of those intoxicating beverages. However, it was not ratified until January 16, 1919, so the boom may have been a little premature on my part. Sorry. However, 1 year later, on the 17th of January, 1920, the Volstead Act was passed to provide federal enforcement of prohibition, aka they brought in the revenuers or IRS to stop all those alcoholic criminals. Of course, people found ways around it. For example, Crystal Sandwich Shop in San Francisco was not just a simple sandwich shop, it was a speakeasy, a place where people could purchase and drink illegal alcohol if they knew where to go as well as the password. Why was it called a speakeasy? Because you had to be quiet to make sure nobody heard you and reported it. Uh-oh, here come the revenuers. Better go tell the boss we've been found out. Who was the boss? Well, gangsters, of course. In fact, the rise of organized crime is tied directly to Prohibition. And one of the most famous crime bosses was Chicago's Al Capone. His organization would bootleg, in other words, manufacture, transport, and sell alcohol illegally, and they made a killing. The government realized that they had made a mistake. Shocker! Because the mob was making bank selling alcohol, so they immediately had a change of heart and repealed the 18th Amendment with the 21st Amendment in 1933. The IRS went on to ruin people's lives in a different way. They started doing our taxes. Yay! Oh, an interesting side note. The IRS never caught Capone on bootlegging charges. Instead, they got him on tax evasion. Go figure. And that is Prohibition in a nutshell. There is an Edulastic quiz for you to take when you get the chance, aka as soon as possible. So get on that and make sure you watch the other videos in my Roaring Through the 1920s with Mr. Jones series. Have a great day and a fantabulous week.